But you joined his army.
Yes, I rode behind the king, and thus I became the first man to get the king's shilling.
Through an act in the king's parliament?
Through a hole in the king's trousers.
And so you arrived at Hastings?
Yes, and straight away I found myself in deadly combat with a French archer.
How did you know he was a French archer?
I could tell by his twang.
So what did you do?
I put on my ferocious expression, and in no time at all I had him running like mad.
Then what happened?
He caught me up. Yes, from there we fought on the sand.
He must have been a tough battle.
Yes, the French pushed forward, we pushed back. They pushed, we pushed, they pushed, we pushed, and that's how it went all day. No fighting, just pushing.
And so you were forced to retreat?
Yes, we fled through those historic places. Winchester, Reading, Ashby de la Zouch, Ashby de la Zouch, Rulisage.
But how did it all end?
Oh, we were flogged. We were beaten.
Beaten?
It was a humiliating scene, and there, in this theater of war, William reviewed his French troops. People flocked for miles to see it, which goes to prove one thing.
What?
If you want to pack a theater, put on the French review.
Well, here we are. Quiet now. Have you got all the recording gear in position?
Yeah, here.
Right. Now listen. I'm going to make a record of the most famous nightingale in the British Isles.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Look, here she comes now, the finest songbird of them all.
Of course. It's Pearl Carr.
Knock, my honey. My lucky moon above was shining. Knock on wood. My clouds all had a silver lining. Knock on wood. I got a loving baby like I never had before. Sweeter than the candy in the candy store. And now I feel so good. The date and everything is definitely understood. I'm gonna buy 2 tickets on the choo-choo train and feel I'm flying in an aeroplane. So knock, 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 my honey, knock, knock, knock on wood. I got a loving baby like I never had before, sweeter than the candy in the candy store. And now I feel so good. The date and everything is definitely understood. And when I reach my baby's door, won't ring that doorbell anymore. I'm gonna knock, 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 my honey, knock, knock, knock on wood. I'm gonna knock, knock on wood.
Well, girls, I've been working for Morecambe and Wise for some time now, and you'd think that I'd got used to the shocks by now. But when I got to the office last Saturday morning, you could have knocked me down with a feather.
Mr. Morecambe, what are you doing?
Do I look okay for the day at the seaside in the swimming costume?
Oh, yes. Well, why don't you go home and get your body?
Ah! What's that skeleton doing in the office? Is it Mr. Morecambe's idea?
It's Mr. Morecambe. Now, Pearl, Mr. Morecambe and I have decided to give the staff a day out at the seaside. And it's all at our expense.
All free?
No, all 4. You've forgotten Battersby.
Yes, Pearl, we're all going to the seaside today.
But how shall we get there?
Well, you know Mr. Morecambe's old jalopy.
Is she coming too?
No, Pearl, that's my car. Now then, is all the fruit prepared?
Well, I don't know. I gave that job to Battersby.
Well, let's give him a shout. Battersby!
Battersby!
Did somebody shout for Battersby?
Yes, Battersby, you know, I'll bet Roger Bannister lies in bed worrying his head off about you.
Now then, Battersby, I told you to prepare some sandwiches. What have you cut so far?
My fingers.
Well, what have you packed so far?
Oh, well, they're 24 ham sandwiches, 8 pieces of slab cake, half a dozen apples, and 2 flasks of tea.
Oh, good.
Yes. Now, if you'll tell me where yours is, I'll pack that, too.
Mr. Wise.
Yeah?
Is there any mail?
Yeah, well, there's just one letter.
good.
It's from a young lady who says, my singing teacher tells me the lowest note a woman can sing is a little below middle C. How low can a man get?
Dear miss, you'll be surprised. Right. Now, come on downstairs, everybody. Battersby, you lock the office door and put the key in a safe place.
Very good, sir.
Battersby, did you put the key in a safe place after you locked the door?
Oh, yes, sir.
Where?
Oh, I slipped it back under the door, sir.
Oh.
And so, girls, we arrived at the holiday resort that was named after a famous comedian. Yes, Blackpool. We had quite an enjoyable day, but the fun really began when we got on the pleasure beach.
Well, Pearl, here we are in the tunnel of love.
Yes, Mr. Morecambe. Dark, isn't it?
Yes, very. Are you comfortable, Pearl?
Yes, thank you.
Do you mind if I put my arm around you?
But it's already around my waist.
Oh, is it? Hey, wait a minute. There's something wrong here. Now, correct me if I am wrong, but I'm holding your left hand, right?
Yes,
And my right hand is holding your handbag and your scarf, right?
right.
But there's an arm around your waist. It's baffling.
No, it's Battersby.
Here we are, Mr. Morecambe, out in the daylight again. And there's Mr. Wise.
Hey, Mr. Morecambe, now's your chance to show Pearl what a man you are.
What do you mean?
Well, there's one of those machines over there where you hit a piece of wood with a mallet and ring a bell. I bet you can't ring it.
You watch me. You walk over there, I'll follow you with Battersby.
Eric, come along, gents. Who's next? Sixpence to go. Any prize if you win?
Okay, Mr. Wise, watch this. Stand back, everybody. Now, somebody might get hurt. Now! There you are.
Ah, that was just lucky. Let's see you do it again.
One arm this time. Stand back, everybody. Prepare to dig this machine out of the ground. Well, any questions?
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Morecambe. Can I stop throwing stones at that bell now?
Walk up and see the sensation of a century. The Great Bunga will now be fired 250 feet in the air from the mouth of a cannon. Walk up, ladies and gentlemen, see the Great Bunga perform his death-defying act. It's amazing, it's terrifying.
It's a fake.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Yes, I said it's a fake. I know what happens. When the man climbs down the barrel of the cannon, he drops through a trapdoor and they fire a dummy instead.
Okay, sir, if you're so sure, I'll tell you what. I dare you to climb down the barrel of this cannon and I'll prove it.
Certainly. I'll show everybody it's only a fake. Wait a minute now, here I go. Oh, my way. Down the barrel.
Hey, Fred, pass me all that gunpowder you can lay your hands on, will you? I'll show this clever dick whether it's a fake or not. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Right, fire!
Do you book at the office, Battersby?
Boy, I've never seen him move so fast.
Yes. And as Charlie Battersby slowly disappears into the deepening twilight, leaving behind him a trail of vapor, 24 ham sandwiches, and a broken sound barrier, we turn to the little theater, where we're just in time to hear the top turn on the bill, the Ray Ellington Quartet.
One bright and guiding light that taught me wrong from right, I found in my mother's eyes. That road all paved with gold, those baby tales she told, I found in my mother's eyes. Just like a wandering sparrow, one lonely soul, I'd walk the straight and narrow just to reach my goal. God's gift sent from above a real unselfish love I found in my mother's eyes. Just like a wandering sparrow, one lonely soul, I'd walk the straight and narrow just to reach my goal. God's gift sent from above, a real unselfish love I found in my mother's eyes. I found in my mother's eyes. Thank you very much, dear friends. That was nice. Right now, in contrasting style, here's a little number that we recently recorded entitled A Sky Blue Shirt and a Rainbow Tie. When the moon's upset, he doesn't fret. He doesn't sit around and cry. He gets all dolled up in a sky blue shirt and a rainbow tie. When you're sad and blue, pretend that you are riding on the moon up high. And you're all dolled up in a sky blue shirt and a rainbow tie. Make life a happy, lucky journey. Travel it with a smile. Grab yourself a one-way ticket. Enjoy every mile. So come on, my friends, it's not the end. Good luck will never pass you by. If you get all dolled up in a sky blue shirt and a rainbow tie. That's nice. I like this bit. When the moon's upset, he doesn't fret. He doesn't sit around and cry. He gets all dolled up in a sky blue shirt and a rainbow tie. When you're sad and blue, pretend that you are riding on the moon up high. And you're all dolled up in a sky blue shirt and a rainbow tie. Make life a happy-go-lucky journey. Travel it with a smile, with a smile. You're riding on a one-way ticket. Enjoy every mile, not the end. Good luck will never pass you by. If you get all dolled up in a sky blue shirt and a rainbow tie, my, so long, goodbye. It's only a rainbow tie.
This is your storyteller, the man in salmon pink. I am here once again to tell you the latest exploits of those two private eyes, Morecambe and Wise. You have heard of all the many cases they've handled. Do you remember the case of the dirty duck pond? Morecambe and Wise were up to their eyes in that. And do you recall the mystery of the lady's woolen jumper? Morecambe and Wise unraveled that. And so to another strange case which started in the office of our two friends, something like this.
Look! There on the floor! Yes, it's a body. What shall we do? I don't know. I daren't touch it. Me neither. Keep up, Pearl. This isn't for your lives.
But you can't leave it there. You'll have to move it.
No, not that.
Oh, here, leave it to me. Honestly, anyone would think you'd never seen a dead mouse before. You answer the door, Mr. Wise, for a change.
Okay. Oh, good morning, sir. I'm sure I know your face.
Yes, I'm McDonald Hobley.
So you're McDonald Hobley.
Yes, look, please, I'm in a desperate situation. Only your help can save me.
And that was how I first met McDonald Hobley. I've often thought to myself, it seems all wrong that one man should have such good looks, such charm, such personality. But I can't help the way I was born. As I read the expression on Mr. Hobley's face, I knew he needed help. How did I know? It was just a question of reading between the lines. Then I spoke to him. Good morning, sir. Can we help you?
Yes, I'm in terrible danger and I need your help.
Sorry, we're booked up till Christmas.
But look here, my life's in jeopardy.
Sorry, we're booked up till Christmas.
Look, I'll pay you £200 in cash.
Happy New Year!
You know, Mr. Hobley, when I see you on the screen, I'm bewitched.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wise, and when I see you on the screen, I'm bewitched too.
There will now be a short interval while these two get bothered and bewildered.
Listen, tell us more about this danger, Mr. Hobley.
Well, listen, it concerns my great-aunt Sally.
Yes, sir?
She was a very wealthy woman, and people tried to get hold of her money by some pretext or another.
Was she very rich?
Yes, she had £1 million in an oil well.
That's a funny place to keep £1 million.
I have to spend one night in her ancestral home, Harry Allen Towers.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Well, it's haunted. Strange spirits, Mr. Morecambe. Do you know what it means when things go bump in the night?
Somebody's fallen out of bed.
And this house is really haunted?
Yes, it is. Every night, a man walks the corridors with his head held under his arm. And do you know why?
Perhaps the ceilings are a bit low.
Oh, I see now. You've got to spend tonight in that haunted house?
Yes, and I need 2 reliable witnesses to share this night of terror with me. Right?
Right. We'll go find you two. And so I'm afraid to say, Mr. Wise and I accompanied Mr. Hobley to Harry Allen Towers. It was a dark, depressing place. As we passed the servants' quarters, we heard the rattling of bones. That meant only one thing: skeleton staff. I turned and gave Mr. Hobley a sickly grin, but he didn't need it. He already had one. Finally, if I got time, I'll read that line again. Finally, we arrived at the front door.
What was that?
Someone's just seen the joke about the skeleton staff. Well, open the door, Mr. Wise.
Look, the door's opening by itself.
There's a man behind the door. What are you doing here?
I'm the man who goes.
Come on, Ben. Let's have a look round the place.
Look! In the middle of the floor. A parcel. Maybe it's my auntie's money.
Don't touch it, you fool! I think it's a bomb. I'm sure it is.
What makes you think it's a bomb?
I don't know. I'm certain it is. Mind you, I could be wrong.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, I'm supposed to meet my fiancée here.
Your fiancée?
Yes, the Honourable Hortense Poacher. Comes from a very fine old English family, you know. One of the Lincolnshire poachers.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, don't worry, Mac. I'll bet she's all right. There you are. We're going to tell you. Laughing her head off.
Here she comes.
Mac, where's my Mac?
Why, is it raining?
Oh, Mac, don't stay in this horrible place, darling. I feel sure something terrible will happen.
But I've got to. I need the money.
Well, we'd better find ourselves a bedroom each for the night.
Right. Up the stairs, everybody. Hey, what a wonderful collection of portraits.
Yes, that's my great-uncle Ezra, and that's a portrait of my grandmother. And this is a portrait of my cousin Michael.
But there's nothing there.
That's what I mean. Somebody keeps taking the Michael.
Oh. Well, here we are at last. This is my bedroom. Now, Mr. Wise, I'm going in this room.
Yes?
And if two people come rushing out, let the first one go.
Why?
It'll be me.
Look, Miss Poacher, you go in your room. We three will stay in here.
All right, now, I'll just unpack my sleeping gear. Here we are.
Oh, excuse me, Mac. I don't want to seem personal, but is this a very drafty building?
Yes. Why?
Well, nothing. It's just the first time I've seen a nightshirt with built-in cycle clips round the bottom.
Beware. When the clock strikes midnight, it will be 12 o'clock. You there, you trying to scramble up the chimney.
Who, me?
You with the glasses, you who seek the fortune. Look under the bed, what do you see?
Fluff?
Come on. Let's get into bed.
Right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, what time is it? Oh, 11:30.
Quick, man, into the next room. Something's happened to my fiancée. Open the door. Open the door.
The room. It's empty.
Quick, that panel. It's closing.
After me, men.
Ah, here she is in the dungeon.
Somebody's locked us in.
Oh, there's water pouring into the room.
It's up to my neck.
But it's only up to my ankles.
I know, but I'm standing on my head.
This is terrible. The water's rising rapidly. It's almost up to my neck. What are we going to do?
Oh, stand on my shoulders, darling.
But where's Mr. Wise?
I'm standing on his shoulders.
Now then, don't panic, everybody.
But how are we going to get rid of all this water?
I've thought of a way. Ready, everybody? Drink like mad!
No, it's no use. The water's still rising.
Wait! I have another idea. Quick, everybody, wring your clothes out. I've wrung mine.
I've wrung mine.
I've wrung mine. Pass me those rungs. Right, up this ladder, everybody.
Ah, that's better.
Oh, Mac, let's get out of this terrible house before something awful happens.
Now, listen, darling, there's only an hour to go before dawn, and then just think. All that money will be mine. £1 million. Oh, then I'll be able to give you all those little things that mean so much. Drawing pins, paper clips.
You're wonderful.
Oh, isn't that nice? You know, Mac, I wish I was in your shoes.
Why?
I have a hole in mine.
Come on, let's go back into the library and wait for daylight.
Hey, wait a minute. The door's locked.
So, my friends, you think you will live to see the dawn. Look at the passage you're standing in. It's getting smaller, isn't it? The walls are closing in and the ceiling is coming down. Oh, yes, my friends. Your hours are numbered, and so I take my last look at you. I look at you, Mr. Hobley. At you, Miss Poacher. At you, Mr. Wise. At you, Mr. Oh, no. That face.
Oh, he's gone through the window at the end of the passage. Come on, let's go and look.
But wait. There's something hurtling through the air towards this window.
Perhaps he's changed his mind and come back.
Look out, everybody!
There he is, lying on the floor. The evil spirit that has tormented us.
He's going to speak. Listen.
I was wrong about them using a dummy in that cannon, sir.
Just enough time to thank you for dropping in and sharing the fun with all of us here in your only young ones. It's goodbye for now from Morecambe and Wise, who have been entertaining you in company with Pearl Carr, Deryck Guyler, and the Ray Ellington Quartet. The orchestra was conducted by Willem Tusky. And finally, a special word of thanks for our guest star of the evening, our very good friend, McDonald Hobley.